I wrote some notes here. I want you to listen very carefully. And as my buddy Safford leaves, I want him to hear a few minutes of this. I'm here to announce to you that the enemy can't win. I don't mean he almost can't win. You understand? Repeat after me. The enemy can't win. Doesn't that sound great? Yeah. And I got a question for you. How hard would you work if you knew you couldn't lose? Now the enemy can't win, but we're not sure if you can. If you knew you couldn't lose, I want you to ask yourself that question. Don't holler it out. I want you to ask that question of yourself. How hard, now that you know they can't win, we want to find out if you can. Because it's not up to Bob. It's not up to Ann and Don. It's not up to John and Patty. It's not up to me. It's up to you. This is a do-it-yourself project. You've got to make a decision. And the decision is that you're going to plant your flag right here. This is where you're going to be. There is no turning back. And you're not involved. You're not excited. You're not committed. You're terminal. As it pertains to your business life, this is it. There's no turning back. You got it? Okay. How hard would you work if you knew you couldn't lose? I asked Caesar that today. I don't know what he said. He gave me a bunch of stuff. I can't remember what it was. Where you at, Caesar?
I'm right here.
What was it you said to me?
Well, what I would say now is I work hard and I positively change.
Yeah.
Listen, I want to read you something. Bob Safford will get a kick out of this. In 1979, Bob, when we started in Tampa, it wasn't like it is today. I want to give you some information. There was one fast start school in all of A.O. Williams. It was in Atlanta, Georgia. The home office was in Pennsylvania. We'd deluged him, and Bob was running it. We'd deluged him with so much business, sometimes it would take 60 to 90 days to get policies out because we crammed so much business in there.
Or longer.
It wasn't, or longer. And it wasn't their fault. They weren't prepared. There's no way to prepare for what happened. It took 8 to 10 weeks because we sent them off to Kansas City, the Kansas City policy analysis, to get comparisons, and 8% of the time we got them back, they were wrong. Try to keep your clients dancing for 8 to 10 weeks. Then go back and explain to them, they screwed it up and we got it back, so we might be another 8 to 10. We had no asset management presentations. Johnny has helped develop 6 or 8 or 10 himself. But he's promised me that he's never going to work on another asset management presentation ever again for the rest of his life. Is that, huh? All right. Look, we had no track record. We had no real leaders to fall back on. Our coach, our leader, was a high school football coach. We had no consumer support. We had 2 people in the company making $100,000 a year. One of them was my upline. I thought, man, if that guy from Louisiana can do it, by God, there's a place here for me. I can make this thing happen. A.O. Williams in 4 states, had 17 RVPs, and all in 3,000 total reps. You know what? Not a lick of that mattered. You know why? Because we were a bunch of excited, dedicated, average, ordinary people. Now, Safford didn't fall into that group. He wasn't average and ordinary. He had already had some real success. He was already a multi-millionaire. I want you to know that you're looking at one of the most blessed people on the face of the earth. First, because of my God. Secondly, because of my wife and my family. And last, but certainly not least, the thing that binds us all together, which is this unique opportunity that we have. Folks, the tough thing that Safford and I have to deal with is that most of you, unfortunately, don't get it. But Bob and I, and John, and the Baxters, and the rest of the leaders in this company, we're going to fight every single day to try to help you get it. One of the things that you need the most is somebody to help keep you on track so that you can become all that God has in store for you. This is not another company, and you're not here by accident. And there are no coincidences, right, baby? She doesn't talk like that. And I'm going to end with this. For 25 years running, I was privileged to lead a hierarchy that had the longest running hierarchy convention in the history of this great company. We did it from 1981 to 2005. And it took a toll on me because it was pretty draining. I didn't have a big staff, and some of the hierarchy decided they wanted to do their own thing and so forth, but there's been a movement take place in the last 6 to 9 months. A lot of the leaders have come to me and they've expressed an interest in doing it again, and I've done some real soul searching about that, because about 2.5 years ago I had a heart attack, and I can't do it now. Don't feel bad for me, because the good Lord decided that I still had some work to do, so I'm in pretty darn good shape right now, and I feel great. You do understand, I hope, that there's a master plan for all of you. I hope you understand that. And if you think you're in control, you're sadly mistaken. Okay, we can control the input, but we can't control the outcome, whether it be in our business or in our life. Right? You understand that? Yeah. So while you're here, you better forget about the past and all the baggage that you got. And some of you have disqualified yourself, and you got to get past that crap. You've all got wounds. You've all got problems. You've all had people treat you badly. Some have had worse backgrounds and worse upbringings than others. All right? That's the way it is. We can't change that, but we can certainly do something about today. And don't worry about the future. You need to live in 2 time periods. Today and eternity. The rest of it don't matter. You understand that? It don't matter. So what I want to do is to be part of helping the ConsyChristmas office and the rest of my hierarchy and anybody else in Primerica that is willing to listen. Get busy and get after it with the rest of your life. Just remember, your life is God's gift to you. What you do with it is your gift to Him. It's time for us to all win. God bless you all. Have a great night.